Hi viewers watching Between Worlds. So as you know, we share real talk on mental health, well-being, and immigrant experience. We have many people who have attended our podcast as a guest, and today also we have a very special guest from East London, Anaz Koda. We call him Ali as well. So I'll just give you a brief introduction about Anaz Koda. Anaz is father of a young man, Bashir, who had a rare condition of mosaic Down syndrome since birth and autism. And for a father like Ellie, it was really difficult time. And by the time, because he hasn't had any knowledge of or anything to deal with that situation, but by the passing of the time and for taking care of his son, he has learned a lot, and he is instrumental in advocating for like the abilities and especially sharing with other parents and families about this Down syndrome and raising awareness within the community. Anaj has shared like yes at this moment because of these conditions there is a support but not as much. Still there is some sort of gap. People from society they don't understand or there is not much help in that case because the people with disabilities they are like as a human being, every normal human being, they also have emotions, they also have their mental well-being. And but with the passing of time, Anar has been instrumental in advocating for the cause and have been doing various events for that one. And he's also a founder of an organization Upside of Down, which he is operating since 2005 in East London. And now I welcome here Naj. Welcome to our podcast.
Thank you for having me on, Daljit. Nice to meet you again after London.
Pleasure.
Yes, like you just mentioned, people with disabilities do have feeling, emotion. They are like
Mhm,
any one of us, and they just need to be treated as normal as much as possible.
mhm,
So, for me, what I believe in, the word disability, we should ignore the dis and concentrate on the ability side of a person.
mhm,
That's where sometimes we go wrong. We
mhm,
put too much emphasis on the word disability, dis.
mhm,
Something is disabled when it cannot work.
mhm,
Whereas a person with a Down syndrome, autism, their
mhm,
hand move, their eyes move, their leg move. So they're not disabled in a way,
mhm,
except they have maybe learning difficulties. They can learn, can still learn. I've learned that from my son.
mhm,
Yes, he can learn slowly, but he's learning. He has
mhm,
achieved a lot over the years, and that has encouraged me to do more for him and to share my experience with other people. The first thing I would like to say to any parents that if you get someone like that in your life,
mhm,
do not despair.
mhm,
The first thing you think is look around you, see
mhm,
another person like that out there. How old are they? How they have become to that age? Talk to their parents. Network with other organizations. Find an organization that deal with that type of situation, that type of condition. For me, I was lucky that the doctor in the hospital told me to contact the Down Syndrome Association at the time, which I did.
mhm,
And the rest is the best investment I made of my time. And they put me through to other parents. And from there on, I started getting inspiration.
mhm. Now
That's
again,
how you should be good.
yeah, and also like you, since you are you have been taking care of your son and then supporting the other families around in this course. Like, still, do you feel like there is for these like special needs children, still there is like some sort of segregation and not inclusiveness? Do you feel that one?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's unfortunately she's still the same at the moment, despite all the laws being changing, all the
Uh-huh,
new facility being made, but there's still a segregation element in it
uh-huh,
because I don't feel a person with disability must always be kept with disabled people only.
uh-huh,
They should be allowed to be mixed because how am I going to teach someone else what Down syndrome is
uh-huh,
if they don't see it?
uh-huh,
So this is why when I organize my event, I invite everyone.
uh-huh.
I don't keep it only for Down syndrome or autistic people only. So
Of
what I
course.
want, because what I want to do is like people to come in and see for themselves
Uh-huh,
what a person with Down syndrome is doing.
Mm-hmm.
Can they dance? Can they sing? Can they, have fun like
Mm-hmm.
anybody else? But if I
And
only invite only people with Down syndrome, then it's a closed door.
no, you're very much right. Like you are doing really good job out there for awareing the community and connecting different organizations coming on single platform. And now
Yeah.
coming back to Upside of Down, because that is the organization you started in 2005. So
Yeah.
why, yeah, why you have chosen that particular name for your organization,
Mm.
and
Yes,
who is
very.
it?
Like, I ask
Yeah.
that question a lot. Everybody asks that question. What's up? Well, the condition is called Down syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
But Down syndrome is there is an upside of Down syndrome because a person with Down syndrome can still function.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not down. So I try like to bring the upside of the Down syndrome out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the uh, wording. That's why it's like that. So because
And,
people, it's a catchy phrase like upside of down. And you're like, why that sentence? And I'm glad it's like that because people ask question.
and
Yeah.
now coming back to the conditions of like autism and Down syndrome and the related things happening around. How do you see, like, because since they are also like as a normal human being like us who have feelings, who have emotions and mental health, because when
Yes.
somebody is going through these things and they feel sometimes segregated, not inclusive, so definitely they might be getting the stress. So how do you see that mental health affecting those children?
The issue here that the professional we have out there at the moment has not got enough knowledge on
Mm,
how to tackle that with them.
mm,
Because what happens then you get blame on challenging behavior. When their
mm,
behavior changes, we don't look at the mental health side. We don't
mm,
look at what happened before. I'm lucky or unlucky, I don't know what I have to say here because my son went through mental health issues
mm,
after a bullying incident at school when he was 15 years old.
mm,
So from a highly functioning person, he
mm.
started to regress and
Yeah.
everything was being blamed on like puberty at 15. Okay, I was like,
Mm,
it's puberty when in fact he was developing anxiety, PTSD, and all that. So all this got missed out. So by the time he got this, I mean, they realized the issue, it
mm,
was nearly too late. He had regressed badly. And I've
mm,
spent the last 15 years now to try to rehabilitate him.
mm,
And that's a very long process and it's very difficult because if you look out there, even normal people, when they get
mm,
into a mental health issues,
mm.
it's very hard to get them back.
Yeah, and especially when you as a parent, as a father and your wife as a parent as well, it's a lot of stress on your mind because you have to
It
keep
is.
care for him and yourself as well. So how you overcome that period? How you
Well, you just
manage?
have to, well, I mean, we have, luckily for everything, we had an extended family. So we have a bit of support. And like I say, I network with other people. I went to other organizations to find out what was out there. So I researched using the internet and everything, But then I started to use my own method. For me, it was like the holistic approach is the best approach when you're dealing with mental health.
Mm,
Medication will not cure mental health. It
mm,
might make a person quiet, it might
mm,
make them sleepy, but when the medication wear off, that person go back to square one.
mm,
And this is why now whether you hear stories, someone has been in hospital for a couple of years,
mm.
and then suddenly they be like, oh, now they're quiet, let them out in the community. Now, when they come out in the community, they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
There is no support to support them in the community.
Mhm. Yeah,
And
I
that's
understand.
where then they go into crime. They get
So
into different.
yeah, how he is coping now, Bashir?
It is not too bad, I would say, is improved a bit, So for me, the tools I've used with him was like music,
Mm,
dance, and art.
mm,
Because he used to like music and art before he
mm,
became sick. So I've
mm.
used that. So the best advice I can give to anybody is like try to use what they like to do before their illness
Okay,
and see how that helps. And a
that's
lot
good.
of holistic approach,
Mhm,
not only medication. Medication as little as you can give,
mhm.
but
So the
try to
combination,
control.
Yeah, the combination helps with medication is going on, but at the same time, holistic approach helps a lot. And
Yes,
when coming back to your family, because as a parent, like you have to take care of your son, as you said, extended family is there, they are taking care, and especially your wife. So
yeah,
how as a parent, because since like, and most of the time it has seen like major responsibilities comes to the wife or the woman in the
yeah,
family. Is it
yeah,
there like, or since you, in your case, you have been supporting a lot, how do you feel about
yeah.
that?
Well, I would like to say, I mean, yeah, the person needs two people in his life. Both has to do half and half, I would say. You
Mm-hmm.
cannot leave anything on one person alone.
Mm-hmm.
One person alone cannot deal with it. And we have to be the strength of each other. So the way I look at it, like when something good happens, take strength from that. Because that's the only way you will go through life with this. Because you might get a couple of weeks, very bad week.
Mm-hmm.
But then that 1 week where you get a good time, take that as stock and
Yeah,
take that as your strength, like a
that's your
vitamin for your body.
that's a
And
vitamin
also
for the.
look after your own body. We have to look after ourselves first,
That's correct. That's correct.
because if we don't look after ourselves first, we can't look
How
after the other person.
that's correct. You have
Self
rightly
need, yeah,
you have rightly said that. And Anaj, I also know you are organizing another event on 21st of this month in East London.
yeah.
So how you are feeling, the support you are getting, and just share something about that event.
Well, I mean, every year I organize World Down Syndrome Day. That's
Mm-hmm.
like for the happiness of my own son first, and then
Mm-hmm.
I open it to everybody else because I want to raise the awareness.
Yeah.
So 21st of March, because people with Down syndrome, they have got 21 chromosome of one extra chromosome 21
Mm-hmm.
in their body. That's why
Mm-hmm.
you've been chosen like 21 of the third. So
Mm-hmm.
you got three, so one extra chromosome 21. So March has been chosen as the right month for that.
Okay.
So since Upside Down Land exists, we have been doing all sorts of events
Mm-hmm.
to raise awareness, to bring parents together, to networking, and showcase the talent of their children
Mm-hmm.
and take strength from each other.
And what's the next step as a CEO of Upside of Down organization? As a CEO, like how do you see expanding that horizon and awareing and educating parents around who have their child going through with that issue? So, what are your plans?
Well, using networking as my main tools, I've been trying to recruit ambassadors
Mhm,
to voice and spread the word about the work of Upside of Down.
mhm,
And then I'm also openly asking parents in different countries, different communities, to create similar organization where they live on a
mhm,
similar format. So we've got one going in India at the moment, starting soon.
mhm,
And I've got a very well-known person who's going to be running that. Her name is Sagarika Chakraborty.
mhm.
She is a woman whose life story was portrayed in the film Mrs. Chatterjee versus Norway.
Okay.
That's a film Rani Mukherjee
So she has the
is
lead.
the star of the film,
Yeah.
because she's when she was in Norway, her children was taken away from her in
Mhm,
2011, 2009, something like that,
mhm.
and she had to fight back a lot to get her children back because
Okay.
the system nearly destroyed her life. So her life story, I mean, her story is told in that film, which I would suggest everybody to watch because it's a very, very interesting film. It
Mhm.
shows you how the system who's supposed to be out there protecting children can also destroy them too. And
And
that's very important. I would say parents need to be on the ball, need to keep an eye. Do not just rely on professional.
mhm. They have to keep options open. And before going, I just would like to ask you if you have any particular message for the community, for the viewers who are listening and watching the episode.
Sorry. Oh yeah, the message simple is do not take anything in a negative way. If you're told you have a child with a disability, do not think negative straight away. Think positive. Take it as a child, as a normal child, and
Mhm,
learn to love him, learn to look after him. Because nowadays we have a lot of facilities out there. the internet, YouTube, a lot of organization exists out there to support you. So it's not the end of the world. And look at the people with the same disability, what have they achieved so far? Make that an inspiration for you. So without inspiration, you won't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So be happy, be proud of your child, no matter what they do. Aim high, and if they achieve half of it, be happy. That's my motto. And I would like to mention a song that I go by. It's called I Have a Dream by
Mhm.
ABBA.
Mhm.
That's a theme song that I normally use and play during my event.
Mhm.
So it's got some powerful wording in it, you know. So always think positive, I would say.
Thanks, Ali. It's really an inspiring story of you, your family, and your son. And we wish him good recovery. And
Thank
we
you.
wish both and your family, like you are doing amazing work. Continue doing this one, and all the best for your event on 21st. Thank you very
Thank you
much
very much.
once.
Thank you. And thanks for doing what you're doing. You're doing a great job also getting people together to spread the word about different things, which is important. Thank
Thanks a
you
lot.
and good luck.
Thanks,
We
because we
keep
are also
continuing.
following.
Yeah.
We are also
Speak soon. Thank you.
we are
Bye
also
bye.
following words.
Bye.
Like with your inspiring story, we all are doing big work for the society. Let's keep up. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Have